first drove the Tivoli back last year when it launched as the first small crossover in Sangyong's range, and also the first car that it's really banking on to properly crack into the European market. Typically better known for its large SUVs and pickups, things seem to have gone rather well for Ssangyong and the Tivoli so far, and later in this year it's due to introduce a larger MPV style version of the same car. So we've got our hands on the range-topping ELX model, which comes with contrasting black alloys and a rather smart black roof, but what's it like to drive? Currently only two engines are available in Tivoli, a 1.6 litre petrol and a 1.6 litre turbo diesel. Good news then if you like to keep your choices simple, while both also come with the option of either a 6-speed manual as standard or a 6-speed automatic. We've got the diesel engine here with 113 brake horsepower, optional 4-wheel drive and the automatic gearbox. It's not fast by any means and it does get a little bit shouty under duress, but it has got enough poke for the motorway and overall is a very competent engine. If I'm being critical, the brakes are a little bit grabby, while there's a fair bit of jiggling around from the suspension in the corners. However, it is very comfortable and overall competent, if just a little bit uninspiring to drive. More interesting, however, is the fuel economy. Ssangyong claims that this diesel can return up to 65.7 miles per gallon with only 113 grams per kilometre of CO2, which, let's be honest, is not half bad at all. Do beware, however, that the automatic gearbox and the 4-wheel drive will see this dip significantly, and in this car we've only been able to manage around the mid-40s. The 4-wheel drive system, something of a Ssangyong specialty, is able to cope with slippery surfaces impressively well, which I have to say, on a day like this when conditions aren't great, is very handy. It can also tow up to 1.5 tonnes in weight, regardless of whether it's front or 4-wheel drive, which will also be good news for anybody who goes caravanning or pulls trailers regularly. Inside, although it's not quite as sleek as offerings from some of its rivals, the Tivoli nonetheless has a neat cabin design that's light years away from the more rugged build of some of Ssangyong's other vehicles. The dash and centre console are reasonably well laid out, if a little bit button heavy, and while the plastics aren't amazing, it's nothing that's going to keep you awake at night. All models apart from the entry-level version get the 7-inch touchscreen, while even the basic SE trim gets cruise control, keyless entry and this flat-bottom steering wheel as standard. Given that this ELX model sits at the pinnacle of the range, you also get this smart digital instrument cluster, full leather upholstery plus auto lights and wipers, along with sat-nav and more. Round the back, there's plenty of space for passengers to sit, with lots of leg and headroom, despite the Tivoli's slightly smaller dimensions in comparison to the rest of Ssangyong's more traditional range. Do bear in mind, however, that if you need a little extra space, then by the end of the year, Ssangyong will also have a larger version called the Tivoli XLV on the market, so if you like the look of it but you need just a few extra seats or a little extra room, then the XLV might be well worth holding out for. The boot holds a respectable 423 litres with 60/40 split rear seats. Buyers can also specify an optional split-level boot floor, and while it mightn't hold as much as a Renault Captur for example, there's still plenty of space for most drivers. Pricing for the Tivoli ranges between £12,950 and £19,500, meaning that it's incredibly well placed amongst its rivals and also comes with a fair bit more equipment as standard. You also get an unlimited mileage 5-year warranty, which isn't quite Kia good, but it's still a lot better than many of its competition. With plenty of equipment, a decent drive and keen pricing, really the only thing that could hamper the Tivoli's success is the fact that it currently sits in one of the most hotly contested market segments. While it still has some way to go in order to be as good as the real big hitters in its segment, with the Tivoli, Ssangyong has finally created a European-style car that could genuinely appeal to Europeans, so long as you're not too bothered about whether the neighbours can pronounce its name or not. But what do you think of the Ssangyong Tivoli? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews, click on one of the links on screen now.